Hello there everyone, Biochemical Collapse event is here. So for this video, we will be covering the things that you can do in order to score as high as you can. In this event there's a total of 6 bosses that we have to beat in order to get the rewards. Reward distribution is based on what rating or rank you manage to reach. For the super casuals, reaching B rank should be good enough because that's pretty much where you can get most of the best rewards anyway. As for your average casual player, S rank would be a good stopping point, and for the hardcore F2P, getting SSS rank would be a little bit of a challenge, but is actually possible. Next, let's move on to how we can actually get our average rating or our overall rank. By selecting one of the bosses, this tab will show up, and in here we can adjust the difficulty of each boss. In order to do that, we are going to select different kinds of buffs that we will give to the boss. Every single one of these buffs have their own ranks, and the higher ranked buff we choose, the more difficult the boss fight will be. Here's a little bit of a tip that you might find helpful once you're inside the instance. Before fighting the boss, using your weapons and swapping relics is actually allowed. Swapping weapon loadouts is also allowed, so pre-stacking and casting buffs before the fight even begins is possible. Once you've beaten a boss, there will be this mechanic where you have to pick one weapon and one relic that you want to keep for the next stages. This means that the weapons and relic that you didn't choose will be disabled, and you won't be able to use them again on the remaining bosses. So you really have to plan ahead and manage your loadouts wisely. On the following clips, I will show how I managed to get an overall SSS rating using this F2P account. For the stage clearing, we will be starting with the challenging bosses first, and we'll work our way down to the easier ones. Here's the combination of buffs and debuffs that I used for this particular boss. Most of them will be reused on the other stages, with an exception of physical resist if you're a physical main, and also the enemy shield boost, because some bosses are difficult to deal with when you don't break their shields. These E-ranked buffs at the bottom are actually buffs for our character, but take note that equipping them will greatly affect the stage difficulty. So if you're aiming for an SSS rank clear, then you can only bring one of them at most.